Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Yasir Nadeem Al-Wajidi, and today we have Brother Junaid Ahmad of Arafat Travels. And Alhamdulillah, it is an honor that we are here on live hangout for the purpose of a short Q&A, which is related to, inshallah, our upcoming Hajj trip. While people are going to join in, and as I can see, the number of viewers is gradually increasing. So inshallah, we will start the Q&A in a moment. Before, let me just go through the mechanism how we are going to conduct this Q&A. Inshallah, those who are interested in asking questions, you can simply post your question on the group, on WhatsApp group, and then Brother Junaid Ahmad will read those questions to me and I will try to respond. I request all of you to send your questions to the WhatsApp group, and please, once you see that 5 questions have been sent, you may stop, and then when we respond to the 5th question, that's when you can start sending it the next batch of 5 questions. If you send too many questions at a time, it is possible that we might lose 1 or 2, and then you would have to ask again. So it's better that 5 questions at a time, and once we are on the 5th question, then you can start sending the remaining. So that's how we will go about. And after we're done with the religious aspect of this trip, then inshallah I will ask Brother Junaid Ahmad. He can respond to the questions related to the logistic of this trip as a group leader and as our as an Amir, inshallah. So we also have Brother Abdul Ghaffar, mashallah, joining in from Dallas. He would also be a big support for us throughout the trip, and with this, Brother Junaid Ahmad requested him to join us so that you can see him, you can recognize his face, and inshallah, he has done many Hajj, and every year he goes, very experienced and very learned individual. I welcome him. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, Brother Abdul Ghaffar.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Okay. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, Al-Hajj ashhurun ma'lumat, faman farada fihinna al-hajja, fala rafatha wala fusuqa wala jidala fil hajj, wa ma taf'alu min khayrin ya'lamuhu Allah, wa tazawwadu fa inna khayra az-zadi at-taqwa, wattaquni ya ulil albab. This ayah is the base of Hajj, and if we stick to this ayah, inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will accept our Hajj, and our Hajj will become Al-Hajjul Mabrur. Allah Azza wa Jal says that there are a few months of Hajj, few known months of Hajj. One who intends to do Hajj in these months, then he must stay away from obscenity, from committing sin, and arguing with other people during the Hajj. وَمَا تَفْعَلُوا مِنْ خَيْرٍ يَعْلَمْهُ اللَّهُ. And whatever you do, be it good, be it big or small, little, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows it. وَتَزَوَّدُوا. And take your sustenance with you. And the best of all sustenance is taqwa. وَاتَّقُونِ يَا أُولِي الْأَلْبَابِ. So fear me, ya ulil albab, O people in understanding. The first Hajj was performed by Sayyidina Adam alayhi salatu wa taslim, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded him to leave Jannah and come to this planet. He first came to Makkatul Mukarramah and circumambulate around the Kaaba, and after that he made this dua. He said, Allahumma innaka ta'lamu sarirati wa alaniyati. Oh Allah, you know my batin, you know the inner feeler, and you also know my zahir, my outer. فاقبل معذرتي وتعلم حاجتي فأعطني سؤلي وتعلم ما في نفسي فاغفر لي ذنبي. So Allah, you accept my excuse, and you also know my need, so you fulfill it, and you also know whatever is in my heart. So please, oh Allah, forgive me. اللهم إني أسألك إيمانا يباشر قلبي ويقينا صادقا حتى أعلم أنه لا يصيبني إلا ما كتبت لي ورضا بما قسمت لي. O Allah, I seek imanan yubashiru. I seek faith or iman that is in my heart, that penetrates my heart. And I also seek yaqeen and sadiqan, truth, so that I know that only what you have written for me will affect me, and only what you have decided I will get. So once Hazrat Sayyidina Adam alayhi salatu wasalam was done with his dua, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that, O Adam, I have forgiven you, and whoever will make this dua, I will forgive all his sins. So inshallah, we will try to memorize the dua and we will make it once we get there. Let me turn off momentarily, brother, camera. I don't know for the reason it's on and off. So inshallah, once the questions will be coming in, I will turn on his camera. So, in fact, I would ask if he can turn off his camera. Yeah. The reason why it's actually on and off because it's echoing and my voice is coming from the computer again. So the computer is detecting, and that's why your camera is on and off. If you can please turn it on, turn it off, or simply put the headset on. If you can put the headset on, that would be better. So I request the brothers and sisters in the group if they can start sending their questions. And Brother Junaid, if you can put the headset, please, if you have it. Brother Junaid.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, myself. Can you please put the headset?
I don't have it, but I turned off my speaker, so you should not get any kind of
Okay.
noise.
All right, we'll see, inshallah. No, that's not. No, it's not happening. Actually, I can still hear myself. I can hear myself from your computer. That's why your camera is on and off, and that's not happening from Brother Abdul Ghafar's side. So he's at peace. Okay. All right, great. So now that your mic is off, hopefully it's not gonna happen now. And once you speak, you can turn it on so that we can listen to the question. Yeah. So if the questions are have started coming in, please go ahead, Brother Junaid. Your mic is off.
The first question is: can ladies wear socks during Sahi?
Yes, ladies will be in their normal clothing. They can wear socks. They can wear just simply their normal clothing, and there is no specifications in terms of clothing in the state of ihram. So they can wear whatever they like as long as it is covering their entire body.
The question related to me is regarding all logistics about your flights and stuff. I will answer at the end once we'll go through all the Hajj, and then after that I can answer you all. So go ahead, Maulana.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a second question, you present, and I will, inshallah, respond.
Well, I don't have any question related to you right now.
Okay, so I request all the brothers and sisters in the group that at this moment, if you have any question related to Hajj, from the religious perspective, you may ask, and inshallah, I will respond. As for the logistic of Hajj, Brother Junaid will take over after me. So I'm hoping that we can conduct this session for half an hour, and after that, we'll talk about the logistics, flights, and hotels and whatever. I'm sure you really want to know, and as well as I. But inshallah, those questions will be taken care of later. So right now, from the religious perspective. So we're waiting as the questions are coming in. As soon as the question comes, please let me know. So,
okay, there is one question here. Can we take a break during tawaf, or what if we have to stop during tawaf for some reason?
I mean, if the reason is legitimate, for example, salah starts, jama'ah. So you join the jama'ah, and then after that, you will continue the tawaf wherever you stopped. Or, for example, you are thirsty and you have to drink zamzam, then fine. But doing anything that seems against the tawaf, tawaf in a sense that, for instance, you took a break to eat something, or you took a break to talk to someone. So unnecessary breaks, they are makruh in tawaf. Tawaf should be consecutively, one after the other. I mean, each circle should be after the other without any break. A legitimate reason, yes, no problem.
Uh, can a woman wash their hair during ihram with unscented soap? Are we going to do tawaf umrah together as a group? Do we go rummy together? Okay, these are pertain to me. Yes, we
Okay.
will do all together.
Okay. So washing hair during this in the state of ihram, if you are using unscented soap, that's fine. Try to be very careful when you wash your hair, because if you lose one, if you lose three, then you have to give sadaqah. Just three hair. So you have to be very, very careful and cautious. And by the way, this you won't be for long in the state of ihram, because we will start our ihram on the 8th of Zil-Hijjah, and we will be in the state of ihram throughout the 9th of Zil-Hijjah. And then next morning after Jamarat, we will be, out of the state of ihram. So it's just like about 2 days. And I don't think many people will not find time, or you can say a reason to take shower, unless if there's so it's so hot over there and they just want to have the get the feeling of cold. So you can take shower, that's fine. So during that, please avoid using scented soap, and if you have unscented soap, that's fine. But even if you're using it, be careful.
Next question is the restriction for the sandals only for men?
Any type of footwear that is allowing you to expose the bone where you tie your knot and your ankles is permissible. Other than that, if you're wearing certain footwear that is covering that particular bone where you tie your knot and laces, and or they're covering your ankles, then they are not permissible. For that, and this is the case for men only, not for women. If they want to wear any type of footwear, it is permissible, because clothing restrictions in ihram are for particularly for men. There are only one restriction for women, that they cannot allow any type of clothing to touch their face. That's it.
Next question is from woman. Once you are done with your umrah, how we can we cut our hair?
Once you're done with your umrah, yes, if you are doing tamattu. So there are three types of hajj. I don't know if you are familiar, and you should know that, especially for those people who are going for hajj for the first time. You want to specify one of the three types, whether you're doing hajj ifrad, or you're doing hajj qiran, or you're doing hajj tamattu. So let me explain. Hajj tamattu is a hajj, and I think most of the people in the group will be doing hajj tamattu. Hajj tamattu is the one where you start your ihram before you enter Makkah, before you enter Haram, and then you do Umrah, and then you're outside of the ihram. After that, when the days of Hajj will begin, you are in the state of ihram again, and this ihram is for Hajj. So this is Hajj tamattu. Basically, you are you will have, or you will be in the state of ihram twice. Then Hajj qiran, few people will also do it. Hajj qiran is that you are in the state of ihram once, but you're doing Umrah and Hajj both. So after you complete your Umrah, you're not going to come out of the state of ihram. And Hajj ifrad is that you will do your ihram only for Hajj. There will be no Umrah in it. So once you're done with your Umrah, then only you will come out of the state of when you will complete your Hajj, then only you will be able to come out of the state of ihram. So now, if you're doing Hajj tamattu, as I said, most of the people will be doing it. So after you're done with your Umrah, then you can cut your hair, you can trim, and definitely that's for women. And for men, they can do halaq or qasr, they can shave their head, or they can simply trim. And if in the case of Hajj qiran or in the case of Hajj ifrad, trimming or shaving will be permissible, in fact will be mandatory only after you're done with the Hajj. So let's say if you're doing Qiran, after you're done with the Umrah, no shaving and no trimming for either one of them, male or female. So women will not be able to cut their hair after the Umrah in the case of Qiran. So you need to understand, and you need to know what type of Hajj you are going to do. I would recommend, inshallah, those people who are traveling from here on the 10th or 11th, they are going to Medina first, and then inshallah, I believe on 6th of Zil Hijjah will be leaving. If I'm not, please correct. If I'm not making a mistake, please correct me, Brother Junaid. I think it's 6th of Zil Hijjah. Fourth of Zil Hijjah will be leaving from Medina. So that's when we will start the ihram of Umrah. And after we're done with the Umrah, then we will come out of the state of ihram. We have to shave or trim and our hair, and then we will start our ihram for Hajj. So, and those people who are going on leaving from here on 14th of August, I believe. So they should, I recommend, start or be in the state of, or they make the intention of Qiran, because they will not have enough time to come out of the state of ihram. By the way, they will be performing their Umrah just right a night before the commencement of Hajj days. So they can do their Umrah and remain in the state of ihram without shaving or trimming their hair. And then after, or right before Zuhr, they can simply go to Mina, and we will start the activities of Hajj there. So one ihram will be sufficient for both Umrah and Hajj.
Okay, there's another question. I am starting, inshallah, from Medina and doing Qiran. When will I wear ihram? I'll answer that. Ihram, people are who are going. I don't know. Are you going for a 14-day or long period or short one, Mr. Tausif? That's the question. If you are a short period, 14 days package, then you will be leaving from Medina on the 7th night, 7th Zilhijjah, 7th night. That means next day is we have to move to the 10th. So you will be wearing your ihram from your hotel and then go to the airport, and from there you arrive in Makkah. So so everybody, anybody who had an intention to do Qiran, they will wear the ihram right from either way, yeah, Qiran or you're not doing tamattu. Either way, you will wear your ihram from the hotel before you will go to the Medina airport to fly to Makkah.
Yeah, but this thing should be clear first, that if he is in the 14-day program or the 20 days. If it is a 14-day program, then you should do Qiran. Otherwise, you will not have enough time to come out of the state of ihram and then wear ihram again. If you are in the 20-day program, then tamattu would be better. Otherwise, you will be in the state of ihram for a longer duration, and there will be restrictions throughout your stay in Azizia if you're staying in Azizia. Because if we're getting to Makkah on 4th of Zil Hijjah, then our Hajj activities will begin on 8th. So from 4th, after you're done with the Umrah, let's say we're done with the Umrah in the morning at 5th, on the 5th of Zil Hijjah. Then 5th, and then 6th, and then 7th, and 8th, you are in the state of ihram with all the restrictions, if you're doing Qiran.
There's a question, are any specific du'as during to memorize, or do you recommend, or is there any specific du'as throughout the journey that people can memorize or take it with them?
Yes, there are certain du'as that many fuqaha, ulama, after extracting those du'as from hadith, they recommend. However, the best du'a is what you want to ask in your own words. So instead of memorizing to a specific du'a and then without understanding its meaning, you just simply you start uttering those words. It's not that beneficial unless if you memorize the du'a, you understand its meaning, and you really want to ask that du'a. So that's fine. There are many books of du'a, and I think you provided one book last year, Brother Junaid. Are you providing that this year too?
I'm providing the English one, and there is some couple of Urdu one. People, very few people has requested for Urdu, so English one everybody's having it.
Okay.
Um,
It has
that's
du'as, right?
limited du'as.
It has du'as.
Very limited. The basic niyas,
Okay. And inshallah, I'll be there. So if I tell you, okay, memorize these many du'as, so it won't be feasible. So it's better that right when we are going to start that activity, then inshallah we can pass down that du'a to everybody, maybe verbally on, nowadays, mashallah, we're going to be using all these gadgets, WhatsApp and whatnot. So I will post the du'a on the WhatsApp group, and that's how you're going to, you will have it. And then you can make that du'a while performing that activity. So there are du'as while you're in Arafah. There are du'as ma'thura while you are in Muzdalifah. There are specific du'as while you're doing sa'i, a few du'as while you are doing tawaf. So there are du'as for each activity, but it's not like you definitely have to make that particular du'a only. No, whatever you like, you can ask from Allah. Yes.
Another question is, can we wear mask to protect against infections during state of ihram?
Okay, that's a very important question, and a lot of people nowadays start wearing mask, and they ignore the mas'ala. The mas'ala is that if the size of a mask is equal to 1/4 of your face or more. So listen to this. If the size of the mask is 1/4 or more than your face, and you're wearing it for 12 hours or more while you are in the state of ihram, then you are violating the ihram. And for that, dam will be wajib. If it is less than 12 hours, then dam will not be wajib. Rather, sadaqah will be wajib in this case. It is still considered a violation against ihram. Istighfar, along with that, sadaqah is wajib. Never think that, oh, I can give sadaqah, no problem. Because we will be inshallah on this blessed trip where we are fully in the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have to do tawakkul upon Allah. Of course, many people, many people sometimes get affected because people from across the world are there. It is possible that someone gets virus, but the mask itself cannot, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't want, cannot protect us. So that's why we have to be more careful about the ihram, its restrictions and violations. So if you are in need of wearing a mask, keep it with you. All right. And suppose if you feel that, oh, I cannot walk because of pollution, especially if you are walking from Muzdalifah to Mina, or if you're walking from Azizia to Makkah, or from your tent to Azizia, it is possible. And that's for the very short duration. So, and you think that I will never be able to walk, put it on and then give sadaqah. But if you wear the mask for the total duration of 12 hours, whether all together or in separate times during the state of ihram, then it's a violation of ihram.
Next question is, if the ihram get dirty or become najis during Hajj, can men change their ihram?
That's right. You can always change your ihram, especially if there is najasa on. You can simply wash it if you can, but if you cannot, then you can change it.
Another question is, during Umrah before Hajj, we shave our heads. Will we need to shave our head again after that Hajj, after performing Hajj?
Yes, that's right. So if you have already shaved your head after performing Umrah, then after you do Hajj, you will do it again. Even if you have zero hair on your head, you would still do it because, performing this activity is what's required.
Next question is it required to do Umrah before Hajj?
Is it required to do Umrah before Hajj? No. If you are doing Ifrad, then it's not required. If you are doing Tamattu, then it is required. If you're doing Qiran, then it is required. So it all depends what you're doing. That's why I am saying again and again that you need to specify what type of Hajj you're doing. Remember one thing, that if you're doing Hajj Qiran and Tamattu, then you have to sacrifice an animal. It is called Damu Shukr. If you are doing the Hajj Ifrad, then there is no sacrifice in Mina. You're not going to sacrifice an animal. So it is very important that you know what type of Hajj you're doing. If you're doing any of the two, Hajj Tamattu or Qiran, then Umrah is required.
Okay, next question is it's kind of regarding towards me. Who's a contact person for women who have question or concerns? Um, we have one alima. She's doing Hajj, performing Hajj with us. You can get the help from her if there are any specific question regards to women and you are not comfortable asking the Maulana. Other than that, you can always ask any question to Maulana and he will glad to answer you. He'll be there.
Inshallah.
What is the dam?
Okay, so dam linguistic meaning is blood, sacrificing an animal in the path of Allah. Especially, it becomes incumbent when there is a violation in Hajj, violation against Ihram, violation against Hajj. So that's when sacrificing an animal becomes wajib. When we say dam, it means a sheep or one share in camel or one share in a cow. There are 7 shares in a camel and a cow. So let me give you an example in what situations a dam will become wajib. For example, if you put the perfume on your clothes while you are in the state of Ihram, if you are again and again washing your hands with the scented soap again and again, if it happens 1 or 2 times, you give sadaqah, you're fine. But if you're doing it frequently in the state of Ihram, then dam will become wajib. So applying perfume on, or cutting your nails of all your fingers, or cutting your hair while you're in the state of Ihram, trimming it or shaving it, all of these are different types of violation. And the moment you do this violation, dam is wajib, meaning you have to now sacrifice a sheep to get that violation removed. And also tawbah and istighfar, that is also very important. It's not like you simply sacrifice an animal and you get away with that, because violation against the ihram, there are 2 things. One is kafara, one is ransom, and the other is seeking forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If there are certain restrictions in the state of ihram, they are for a reason, and if you are violating that, then it means you're violating the commands of Allah azza wa jal, and for that we definitely seek istighfar and do tawbah.
Next question is, can we use sun cream? Any specific one you recommend?
Unscented, anything can be used in the state of ihram. Anything scented cannot be used in the state of ihram, whether it's sun cream, soap, or any other type of cream.
It's included toothpaste, moisturizer, sunscreen, sunglasses, permissible in state of ihram?
Sunglasses, no problem. As I said, they're not covering your face, basically. Also, if you are applying an oil, for instance, olive oil, so it depends on your intention. If you're applying it on your body or on your hair with the intention of its fragrance, then it will be considered as perfume, and then it will become a violation. And if you are applying it for any other reason, it can be a medical reason or any other reason, for example, then in that case it will not be considered or regarded as perfume, and it will not be a violation against Hajj, and there will be no dam in that case. Anything that is scented will become a violation, except for oil. Oil depends on your niyyah, on your intention, why you're applying it.
Are men required to shave their heads, or can they have a trim?
It is always afdal to shave your head, especially after Hajj. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam made dua 3 times for those men who shaved their head, and made dua 1 time for those who trim their hair. So by trimming, by shaving our heads, actually we are, in other words, saying that we are ready to sacrifice anything that is beloved to us. Yeah, unless if there is any medical reason, for instance, there is some sort of injury on one's head, it's not easy for one to shave, then okay, do trim, but it's always better to shave.
Yes, another question is there opportunity to perform Umrah before Hajj? Yes, everybody will be together. We will perform our Umrah all together as a group. So first Umrah, we will perform all together, unless if somebody is comfortable by their own, they can do it their own, but as a group, we will perform Umrah, inshallah.
Yeah, Brother Junaid, I also want to know if you recommend any specific carrier, like phone company during Hajj, so that everyone has WhatsApp over there, because it's not easy for people to get the local number right when they get there. So that way we can stay connected to each other, especially through WhatsApp. Do you recommend any specific company for this? Any
Yeah,
specific carrier?
as far as I have T-Mobile, and I've been using this for last 4 5 years, and it works very good over there.
Mm.
Even in tents, even in outside,
Yeah.
everywhere is working. So I recommend T-Mobile. They are very cheap, $10 per month. You have to activate your international plan, and it's all free.
Yeah, and it's not contract based. So if you are like with another company, Verizon or anything else, you can temporarily get the T-Mobile, and after you come back, you can simply return it. You just have to have a unlocked phone. If you're simply getting a SIM, it's going to cost you not more than $40. So you get the SIM, put it in your phone, and you will have internet everywhere wherever you go in the world. And you can do SMS free, and you can also get and receive calls, and internet will be free, like 2G will be free, so that way you can easily connect it on the WhatsApp. And if you don't have unlocked phone, then I would recommend that you get the phone, just a simple phone. You can get in $100 $200 that can allow to install WhatsApp, and that should be unlocked, and then put the SIM in. Unless if you have any other option, you can talk to the T-Mobile guy. He can provide you some solution. But if you have internet, that will give you a lot of ease throughout the trip, because you will be throughout the trip, you will be connected to each other. That happens all the time, that people get lost. They forget where the building in Azizia is located, and how do we get there. So if you are not connected with people, with your friends, with your group mates, with the group leader, it becomes sometimes very difficult, because obviously if you have 70 80 people traveling together, one person cannot keep the track of every single individual. So getting a WhatsApp working internet on your phone is very helpful.
Next question is, we bought organic soup, but it has smell of organic things. Can we use that soup?
Well, un- I, organic soap does not mean that it is unscented. Okay, so there are companies that sell unscented soap. I think if you go to
I'm sorry, soup.
soup,
Yes,
like to eat.
yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So if you are eating organic soup, if it has smell, for instance, saffron, let's say, or what they call long, these types of things.
Cloves.
Uh, so if you eat it, and if it makes your mouth full of fragrance, okay, full of fragrance, then it is a violation against ihram. However, if your mouth is not full of fragrance, partially it is, then it is not a violation against ihram. So that's why it is better to avoid certain food that are known for their smell, that are known for their fragrance. Let's say, let me give an example. If you drink ruafza has its own fragrance. But if you drink Coca-Cola, Pepsi, it's not known for its fragrance. So that's how you can differentiate.
Can we use umbrella instead of ihram? Yes,
Yes, you
I
can.
can answer that much. Okay. Can we apply olive oil? Can we apply olive oil so our hair doesn't break?
That's what I said earlier, that if you're applying olive oil or any other type of oil, even if it has fragrance, it all depends on your intention. So if the intention is that so that our hairs don't break, absolutely fine. It won't be considered a violation against the state of ihram.
If we can shave head twice after Umrah and Hajj, even though there's not much gap between Umrah and Hajj, any particular pack? No, what is this? No. Yeah, if you can answer that, like people who are doing shave and then Hajjis after 2 days, they have to perform shave.
Yeah. I think I've already answered this question, that even if you don't have a single hair on your head, you still have to do it, because performing the halaq is the activity itself is ibadah, whether you have hair on your head or not.
Does AT&T work over there too? Uh, well, I believe so. All carriers work over there. It all depends on just make sure they don't charge you.
No,
Uh,
the thing is that if someone has already used it, then that's fine. We shouldn't speculate things, because obviously once you're there, you're not gonna get T-Mobile over there. So it's better that you take something with you that everyone has experienced. I remember, someone just went there and he spoke to the company. He was, I think, using Sprint, and they gave him international plan that yes, you no problem. We are charging you $25 and it will work over there, but it never worked.
There's one reminder regarding T-Mobile people. If you are traveling in Royal Jordanian,
Oh yeah,
and you arrive at the Jordan airport, make sure you turn off your T-Mobile. T-Mobile will charge you $15 a minute to turn on, and within 5 minutes you will have $60, $80, $100 a bill on your phone. So anybody is flying to Royal Jordanian airline, and you have a T-Mobile, make sure you turn off before you land in Amman. That's very important.
yeah. You can put it on flight mode, and you can turn on the Wi-Fi, and they have Wi-Fi on the airport, and that's how you can stay connected with your relatives. And if you want to send message on WhatsApp, you can.
How do you know what type of Hajj you need to do?
It all depends on you, what type of Hajj you want to do. But as I mentioned earlier, that those people who are traveling from here either on 10th or 11th, they are going to Medina first, and they are in 20 days program. So I would recommend that you do Hajj Tamattu, and inshallah you will be going with us to Makkatul Mukarramah. You will be performing Umrah there. After that, you come out of the state of Ihram, relax, and then from your building, from your hotel, on the 8th of Zul Hijjah, we will start our Ihram again, and that would be our Ihram for Hajj. Hajj Qiran can be done, as I mentioned earlier, that in that case, you will remain in the state of Ihram even after performing Umrah. So let's say if you perform Umrah on the night between 4th and 5th of Zul Hijjah. So after we're done with the Ihram, everybody will be out. Those who are doing a Tamattu will be out of the state of Ihram, but you will remain on 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Then and on 8th, you will continue that Ihram. It's not like you will come out of the state of Ihram. On 8th, then 9th, and then finally on 10th of Zul Hijjah, you will be out of the state of Ihram. So you're talking about 5 to 6 days. It's a lot, and there are a lot of restrictions. So it's better that you do Tamattu. You can do Qiran, unless in case if the time is so tight. Let's say you're doing Umrah right on 10th of Zul Hijjah. So there is no point. Simply do your Umrah and then go for Hajj without coming out of the state of Ihram. Then Qiran is suitable. Also, Ifrad. You cannot come out of the state of Ihram without completing the Hajj. So if you want to do Ifrad, let's say if you're getting there late. Suppose you're getting to Makkah on 8th of Zul Hijjah. Now do Ifrad if you want. The only difference between Qiran and Ifrad is that you will not be doing Umrah in Ifrad. And in Qiran, Umrah is mandatory. The second difference is that in Ifrad, you will not be sacrificing an animal on 10th of Zul Hijjah. On Qiran, you are.
Next question is, well, it's one question is regarding T-Mobile package. Anybody knows that that you can prepaid one? What package somebody can buy? Anybody knows?
I think, as I mentioned earlier, that if you they're very cheap. Like in $40 you can get for 1 month service, and it's not contract based. So once you come back, you can easily terminate it. Yeah.
Okay. Next question to you, Maya, is what if you need medical help or wheelchair during Hajj? Second question is, can men wear safety pins and belts for their ihram?
Yeah. So do you want to respond to the wheelchair question? Medical help? Brother Junaid?
Yes. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Do you want to respond the medical help question?
Yeah, for the medical help, you can always carry your wheelchairs if you need it. You think that if you're not healthy enough, I would recommend keep the wheelchair throughout your journey. We will take care of the wheelchairs of transportation of your wheelchairs, and and if we performing where the walking, we have to go Muzdalifah, Mina, and all those places. So that will help. A wheelchair will help.
And you can buy one from there in Medina. You don't have to take it from here.
Yeah, you can buy it from there too. But when you buy, there's two kind of wheelchair over there. So make sure you buy the expensive one. Or I recommend buy it from here. That's over here. Wheelchairs are very strong. I have experience. People buy cheap over there. Cheap wheelchairs. It breaks before even Hajj starts.
Oh, okay.
So
Right.
if you want to buy there, make sure you buy the good, cheap, expensive one. It's costs you about 575 reals.
Okay.
Uh,
What about the medical help in case if someone is someone
Yeah,
is
if
need
medical
medical help?
help is
Yeah.
always available 24 hours. It's all free. Hajj Ministry provide you everywhere, every corners within a 2 or 3 blocks. There is a clinics all around in Mina and Makkah. So if you have emergency, something like heart attack, something, then 611 is just like 911. People right away, even in the hotel. So whatever you have, if you're feeling bad and if you don't want to, just call the number and it will be very quick. They're very good responding those emergency numbers.
Okay, good. What was the question related to me? I think putting
Yeah.
pins on belts.
Right.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's
you throughout the ihram, can you put
yeah.
pin?
You can put the pins on. You can put the belt on. No problem.
Anybody, somebody had a question that can we please perform a Hajj or the same kind of Hajj? Yes, we will all performing especially for the 10th people who are longer journey, 20 days one. Definitely, we are all performing tamattu. We don't recommend if somebody want individual 1 or 2%, if they want to do Kiran, that's up to their choice. But as a group, we all performing tamattu. And the second one, the people who are a shorter period, about 13 days, 12-day period, and they really we get benefit if you do Kiran, because you'll be arriving on seventh night or eighth morning in your hotel in Makkah, and you will just soon you arrive, you will settle down on your suitcases or leave your suitcase at the counter, perform Umrah, come back, get ready, and we will ready to take you to the tents. So those people we are recommending to do Kiran. It's easier for you.
Yeah. Right. And if you're doing tamattu, by the way, just keep in mind that making intention is all what matters. So if you're doing tamattu, as Brother Junaid recommends for those people who have a longer journey, the way how you make an intention, and you can make intention in any language, is just the act of heart. You can think about it. That's how you make an intention. But if you really want to say the words, you can say that, oh Allah, I'm making an intention for Umrah, so make it easy for me and accept it, because you will be doing Umrah first. Once you're done with the Umrah, you're out of the state of Ihram, then we will start the Ihram for Hajj again. Now this time we will say, oh Allah, I'm making intention for Hajj, so make it easy for me and accept it. Those who are doing Qiran, because it will be one Ihram, and with one Ihram you will do both Umrah and Hajj. So now the wordings will be a little different. You will say, oh Allah, I'm making the intention, or I'm starting Ihram for Hajj and Umrah, both. So make them easy for me and accept them. So that is very important what you're intending.
In every tawaf, what should we read or say?
While you're doing tawaf, there is no specific dua that this is what you should say. Just whatever dua you remember, and it's better. MashaAllah, we have we have about four days before our journey starts, especially those people who are leaving on 10th or 11th, 4 or 5 days. So during these 4 or 5 days, you should try to memorize about 10-20 ad'iya ma'thura. Ad'iya ma'thura are those du'as that have been reported in a hadith. So those are the du'as you should be reading, you should be making while you're doing tawaf. Remember one thing, this is a golden rule, that reciting du'a is not helpful. Making du'a is helpful. And many times we simply memorize the du'a without even understanding its meaning, and we're reciting it constantly without even realizing what we're asking from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it's better that if we memorize the dua, we understand its meaning. And if that's not the case, then we can simply ask from Allah Azza wa Jalla whatever we want. And the universal dua is Rabbana atina fid dunya hasana. If you wanna make this dua, that's fine too.
Can you send these du'as in our group?
Yeah, inshallah, I will be sending from time to time. Right before we will start an activity, I will be sending the dua.
Okay, question is, can we carry backpack for our stuff with ihram during Hajj?
I think it's more related to the logistic. You can answer.
Yes, you can. Can you wear contact lenses in ihram?
Yes, you can, because it is not covering your face. What's covering your face, that is violation.
What day is for regarding is related to me. We are in the short package. We are in the short package. Will we be in Makkah for that group Umrah? Yes, everybody has to perform Umrah in Makkah. So once the people who are in short, they will arrive in Makkah. As I told you earlier, you will put your ihram in before you leave your hotel. So put your ihram, you go to the Medina airport, fly from there, go and then arrive in Jeddah. Then from there will take you to Makkah, and that's where we will all the whole as a group we can do the Umrah for those people who are coming late. So we the other people already done their Umrah, but the people who are arriving on seventh night or eighth morning, they will do their Umrah as a group. If anybody is comfortable, then it's your personal choice that you can do your own. But majority people do it together. As in, we will assign one or two people. If Maulana is there, that be good. If it's not, we will have another couple of more people who will go with you to tell you step to step how to perform Umrah. So anytime first Umrah is always will be together, so you will know all the steps of Umrah. So after that, if you want to perform any after Hajj, or you want to do any kind of extra Umrahs, and so at that time you be very comfortable doing your own. So first timers, we will definitely recommend that you don't go with the group, so you will not miss any steps of Umrah. Any more question? Sure. Uh, are we using the bus to go from Medina to Makkah? Yes, we are people who are an early and that those are longer journey, 20 to 25 days people. They're all going in a bus. Only people who are traveling via airplane, those are in a shorter package. Can we eat protein bar while doing tawaf? Malana.
While doing tawaf, avoid eating. It will be makruh. You can only drink zamzam. That's if needed. Otherwise, avoid anything that is against the khushu' and khudu' of ibadah. Khushu' of khudu' of tawaf. You should be fully committed and focused to worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Is an act of worship. Though it is not like salah that you cannot talk to someone, but unnecessary conversation with others is also makruh. So do not eat anything. If you feeling weak, I think it's better to eat it right before the tawaf. Yeah, in certain medical situations, if you think that you will not be able to complete it, you need some energy. I mean that's based on your experience. Then of course that's an excuse. But just getting tired a bit is not an excuse. Obviously, you will get tired. It's not possible that you do all your Hajj and Umrah activities, without getting tired. That's part of the Hajj. So that shouldn't be an excuse. An excuse is, for example, someone is diabetic and he needs to eat something in order to continue his activities, without which he will never be able to do so. Now that's an excuse.
Okay, so far many questions as regards to me. Uh, I guess I can answer. It's all pertain to me, all these questions. As I mentioned, somebody's asking when we are leaving uh, from Medina for the longer period. Those people who are in a longer period, we are leaving Medina on 4th of Zilhijjah, sometime in the during the evening time, and arrive sometime after performing Umrah and all, well, depending, but in the morning, 5th of morning, 5th of Zilhijjah morning. And yes, we are all traveling in a bus. Those are in a longer period, as I mentioned. And those people who are short period, they will take their planes. And we already requested the tickets for Saudi airline, and we did not have any with us right now. Once I have it, before even you guys arrive, inshallah, we'll have all the tickets for one way from Medina to Makkah tickets. So somebody asked me that do we don't see the in itinerary. Yeah, because it's a separate one single ticket, we have to buy it from there. We cannot buy it from here. So we contacted the local agent over there, and they will buying tickets to go to Makkah. People who have longer time, they are leaving for Makkah. Yeah, we are using for bus. Where are we getting? When are you getting your passport back? Your passport will be once you are at the airport going home. That's at the airport you will get your passports. Oh, if you're talking about passport now, inshallah, Tuesday I am getting everybody's passports, and if you are not in Chicago area, I'm mailing you, so you will have it Wednesday. Everybody should will have, inshallah, Wednesday. You will have the passport. Everybody. If you are traveling on 13th, you are still in a short period. Anybody who's traveling 13th, 14th, 15th, they're all in short period. Um, you are in we are on the short package. Our ticket says we will be flying from Dubai to Medina. Every Haji, all Arafat group, no matter what package you are, everybody's arriving in Medina. So either from Amman or Dubai or Egypt, wherever, but everybody's arriving in Medina. And from Medina, you will be checking into your hotel. And once you leave Medina, the short period people will take the plane to go to Jeddah, and from Jeddah will take a bus to take you to Makkah. Somebody's asking, can we take a break? East Coast has already Maghrib started. They're asking if we can take 5 minutes break for Maghrib prayer. Maulana?
I mean, those who have to pray Maghrib, they can simply step out. The recording of this video will be available on the same link. You can watch right for where you stop. And if you have any question, you can simply post it on the group, and inshallah, we will respond. I think we will have to wrap up this show anyway, this program anyway, in next 10 minutes, because then we will also have Salatul Maghrib coming in Chicago. So this program was meant to be for an hour long.
Can anybody take any painkiller for headaches or any other ache while doing manasik of Hajj?
Yeah, no problem. You can.
If we do tamattu Hajj, do we do Qurbani? Yes, you do. So how will we get those plane tickets from Medina to Makkah? You will have it once you are in a hotel. Somebody will contact you. Sometimes you don't even have to worry. We'll take you all, and we'll give you the boarding pass at the airport. So you don't have to worry about on those things. That all everybody, those people are short period. They are about over 150 people. They're all going together, about 167, I believe. They're all going together in a plane, and they will have the boarding pass either in your bus or at the airport, or maybe before. It depending when we get it. Oh, What day we will leave from Medina short package people? As I said, 7th Zilhijjah night or 8th Zilhijjah, you will be arriving there. So you will be leaving on 7th, late 7th Zilhijjah night. We don't have our tickets right now. We don't know the exact time, but 7th Zilhijjah or 8th Zilhijjah in the morning. So it depends on the airplane tickets. So far, we don't have any tickets. So you soon, inshallah, a couple of days, 2, 3 days, we'll find out. Can we use Bengay ointment in ihram?
Okay, any medications. Look, scented thing means if it has fragrance. Just if something has smell, having smell doesn't mean that it is scented or it has fragrance. Sometimes, who loves to have Bengay and smell Bengay? Nobody applies it as a as a perfume. So if you're applying it in the state of ihram, that's fine. It's not a violation.
Or when the late group arrive Makkah, do we check into hotel before Umrah? And also, what's the difference between quality between Iranian and North American tent? Um, uh, yes, you will be checking into your hotel, and if you have enough time, you can put your luggages in your rooms, and that stay until you check out from Makkah. So somebody has a question that where the luggage will be. That's the answer. That you once you check into your hotel, short period, you will have your hotel till you check out. What's the difference between those North American tents? North American tents are about 5.5 miles from Jamarat, where you pelt the shaitan. And this one, the one Iranian tents, we take it. This will be our fourth time. Alhamdulillah, these tents are very hard to get. And these are much better location. Location is main difference is location. Facility wise, it's the same as North American tents. Uh, um, but the location wise, logistic wise, is all way better. It's only 2.5 miles from. It's about 30-35 minutes walking distance from the Jamarat. So that's why I try to take every year. That's not allowed actually for any Americans, North American or Asian, but some uh, favor. Some people does give us a favor time to time, and we try to take it. So that's why we took that tents. Little bit more costlier, but it's way worth it as far as location wise.
I think in terms of facility, all the tents are same except unless if you're in VIP tents.
Correct.
Yeah.
Our ihram be clean if we get any injury and bleeding while performing Hajj?
What do you mean? Meaning, will it stay clean or you have to clean it?
Like if somebody fell and they are, I think that's what the question is, that if they are bleeding now, they have a little blood is coming out. The ihram will be. Do they have to continue perform?
Look, the condition is while you're doing tawafuz ziyarat. That's the main thing. If you are doing tawafuz ziyarat and you are in the state of ihram, usually you won't be. But if you are, say, so then your ihram cannot have any physical impurity that includes blood. But if you are walking from Arafat to Muzdalifah from Muzdalifah to Mina, and Khuda na khasta la qadar Allah, God forbids, if you have any injury and bleeding, so you can carry on. If you you can simply wash it, and if that's not even possible, carry on and reach your destination. Yeah, it will not interrupt the manasik.
Do we have a list of things we need during Hajj? Especially, do we need sleeping bags in Mina? Mina, no, you don't need a sleeping bags. You will be provided mattresses, sofa bed mattresses. Is like a folding mattresses, and you will have a sheet, blanket, pillow. So you don't need anything in Mina. Uh, but when we go to Muzdalifah, it's about 4 hours or 5 hours in the night. You stay over there in Muzdalifah. if somebody is comfortable, wants to have anything, they can buy cheap
over
sleeping,
there.
or I myself just buy regular, just a piece of sheet, or anything that I can put it on the ground and not get dirty, but it's on your comfort level. But sleeping bag is good.
Can you
And
buy those sleeping bags over there? I think I've seen last year a lot of people were buying from there.
yes,
So they're specifically designed for like Muzdalifah stay.
yes, you can.
Yeah.
And it's cheap, it's not expensive. uh, Somebody's asking us, when and where we have to wear ihram. Well, you are going in a 20-day package. We will put our ihram in the hotel before we get into the buses, and but we will not do any intentions of umrah. We will just simply wear our ihram, and we will stop by Bir Ali Masjid, where it's about 6 miles from Medina. We will go there and we'll pray the 2 rakat prayers, and then we will be uh, after Nia, we will perform. We will be in the state of ihram after the talbiya. That step, Maulana, you can explain if you wanted to.
Yeah, so for the longer period, inshallah, we will be starting our, just wear the two sheets on from your hotel, as Brother Junaid explained, and our bus will take us to this masjid. It is sunnah that we make an intention from this place. That's where Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam made his intention. It's called Zul Hulayfa, and they have a masjid. It's called Bir Ali. Masjid Bir Ali is huge, mashallah, beautiful masjid with all the facilities. If you want to make wudu there, you want to take shower there, all these facilities are available. Usually, everyone will be done with their wudu and shower at the hotel. That's what's recommended. And we will get there. We'll spend there about an hour or so. We'll pray 2 rakah, which is sunnah, before starting officially our ihram. We will make an intention after praying 2 rakah, and that's where we will be officially in the state of ihram, and we will start reciting labbaik Allahumma labbaik. That's for the longer period one. As for if you are in the shorter period, because you will be taking plane from Medina to Jeddah, so you will have to be in the state of ihram again from your hotel, and it's better that you pray 2 rakah if it is possible at the airport, because I don't know if it will be feasible or not. Brother Junaid can correct me. It looks like you don't have to go through immigrations and long lines, perhaps, or even if there are long lines, perhaps you don't have enough time to pray 2 rakah. So pray 2 rakah, make an intention from your hotel, and then go to the airport, and then you are already in the state of ihram, so you will continue reciting labbaik Allahumma labbaik until you get to Makkah al-Mukarramah and do your umrah.
Yes. Mm, will we visit Masjid Nabawi at the end? Mm, no, when you are after performing Hajj, you are going straight to airport, so you will not have a chance to stop at the Masjid Nabawi. So if we are in a or if we are in a VIP tent in different locations,
Brother Junaid, your video is stuck. Is it the same, Brother Abdul Ghaffar? Do you hear him now?
No, I do not hear him.
Yeah, looks like he has an internet problem. That shouldn't happen. Okay. Okay, we have to wait for Brother Junaid to join in again. I think the last question he was responding to, will we visit Masjid Nabawi? He already responded that. So if we are in the VIP tent in different location than Iranian tent. Yeah, VIP tent is, if you are in the VIP tent, then that's a different location from the Iranian tent, but it's not that far. I won't say a few steps away, but maybe in a few minute walk. So it's better to spend time together, especially during the days. The people who are staying in the VIP tent, if we are having any program in the VIP tent, let's say speech, or I'm planning to have a dars regularly. For example, we can do a few sections from Sahih al-Bukhari for all our Hujjaj, and we can also have 40 ahadith session that's specifically for Hajj. But inshallah, we'll be done with that right before we will start even our Hajj. So these types of activities will be done where everyone is. So if there are few individuals staying in a VIP tent, most welcome, they can come and join us in the Iranian tent. So besides Umrah, the next question coming in, how many more tawafs required? Brother Abdul Ghaffar, if you can please contact Brother Junaid and see what's going on with him. So beside Umrah, how many more tawafs required? No tawaf is required. However, tawaf is the best ibadah you can do while you are in Makkah and you are not doing Hajj or Umrah. So whenever you go to Masjid al-Haram, you get a chance, do tawaf. So and this is just like we enter the masjid and it is sunnah to pray tahiyyatul masjid. So similarly, it is better to do tahiyyatul tawaf, that as soon as we get into Masjid al-Haram, we can do tawaf. So do as much as you can, but there is no such requirement. There are three major tawaf throughout this journey. The number one is tawaf al-qudum, it's the tawaf of arrival. And the second major, that's, I mean, without which your Hajj will not be complete. It will remain incomplete. So that is called tawaf al-ziyara. You will do it after the Arafah. So once we come back from Arafah, we'll do Rami al-Jamarat, and then the tawaf al-ziyara can be done. It can be done from 10th to in the next 3 days, 10th, 11th, or 12th of Zul-Hijjah. And then finally, the last tawaf is tawaf al-sadr, or tawaf al-wida is the tawaf of farewell tawaf. So when we start leaving Makkah, that's when we should do this tawaf. So these are the three important tawaf. Other than that, you should do it as much as you can. Okay. Do we take roller bags or backpacks to carry out stuff to Mina, Arafat, Muzdalifah? Believe me, my experience was that as if you stay light, just simply a backpack, you will be in peace throughout your trip. If you have carry on or a roller bag or anything big, it will only give you pain. It will only be a hassle for you. So try to stay as light as possible, because you're not going to be, you won't need, for men especially, you're not going to be needing your clothes. So if you want to put extra, like one extra shawl for your tawaf, in case you miss the one that is on your body, and you want to keep like one sheet if you need, perhaps that should be more than sufficient. And you want to have water, some medications if you need. These are the few things. That's all. You don't need anything. So try to stay as light as possible. And then while we are in Mina, because we will be closer to Azizia, if your hotel is in Azizia, suppose if you need something from your hotel, you can always walk to the hotel and get it. You have your clothes over there. You want to change your clothes, go there and change them. You want to take shower, you can go during the daytime, take shower, come back to the tent. But while you are on the go from, let's say, from your hotel to Mina, from Mina to Arafah, from Arafah to Muzdalifah, then Muzdalifah to, you're constantly traveling. So it's better to stay light. So I was answering question to Brother Fasih. We have many more questions.
I'm back.
Okay. So if you can see on the group, Brother Junaid, the last question I answered was from Brother Fasih. So the next question is after Qurbani, when we go for Tawaf Ziyarah, do men need to wear ihram? Okay. So after the Qurbani, so after, what will happen on the 10th of Zul-Hijjah? We will do Rami. Rami is pelting stones to the shaitan. After that, we will go to our hotel in Azizia. And correct me if I'm wrong, what about the people who will be in the shorter, because their hotels will be in Makkah. So they are going to their hotels in Makkah, or what, Brother Junaid?
Yes, they will go to their hotels.
Their hotels, okay. So everybody is going to the hotel. That's where by the time we will get there, our Qurbani will be done, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then we will do our halaq, our qasr, whatever we have to do. Now we are out of the state of ihram, meaning ihram restrictions, except for a few things.
One thing, Maulana, about, sorry to interrupt, for Qurbani, I have hired two people for our Qurbani. One is a shorter period one, and one is a longer period one. So after we come after the pelting the shaitan, we will be going to a hotel or somebody going to the building for the longer period. So I will soon I will find out this. I will text you guys that people are for 20 days one their qurbani is done. If the people are shorter period, I'll tell you guys you are a shorter period people, your qurbani is done. So as a, I'm not gonna send message that individual message. It will be a
Yeah.
group message that your qurbani, everybody's qurbani is done. Please do the halak.
Right, right. Then you do qasr or halaq, and after that you're already out of the state of ihram. So meaning you won't be wearing shawl, the two sheets, the two shawls. After that, we will go to Makkah to do tawaf ziyarah. So while doing tawaf ziyarah, you wouldn't be wearing the two white sheets.
Uh,
Yes.
how many people be in each hotel? A room, 4 people in a room. How many days we stay in Medina for longer period? Hajjis. Um, uh, we are in Medina. We are staying 4 days or 5 days, depending on your flight when it's arriving. Maximums are 5 days or 4 days. Some are even 3.5 day. They have backup ihram in case. Do we have a backup ihram in case our guests? Ihram you can buy anywhere from in Medina and Makkah if you need extra ihram.
Yeah.
After Hajj on the way back, our flight is from Medina. Do we have a day in Medina or do we? No, you don't have a day in Medina. You anybody is going back, they're going straight to the airport. You're not stopping anywhere in Medina. Uh, should we buy should we buy from umbrella should we buy from here or buy them from over there? I would suggest buy from here. Over there you get very usually during the windy time those umbrellas totally break. So I would highly suggest buy umbrella. It's only cost $7-8 here, 6 7.
Unless
Buy,
if you buy the one that I bought last time.
yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, Maulana has the raining umbrella.
Yeah.
So if you want to buy that,
It has a little tiny fan, and you hook the water bottle, and it really, it's a nice shower while you're walking. So it keeps you safe from heat. So it's, I think it costs you 150 riyal. You can buy it from Bin Dawood market in Medina or in Makkah.
okay. Yes, to going back, all the group 160, as I said, from going from Medina to Jeddah, when you leaving on seventh night, somebody will tell you. You will see the notice board somewhere, or somebody will tell you where which bus you're gonna take to go to the airport, and either you will get it in the bus or at the airport. These boarding passes, so you don't have to worry about it. Once we are taking you, we make sure you will get onto the plane.
We also have Maghrib time here in Chicago. So what do you want to do now? More questions are coming in, or we're done?
Yeah, yeah, will we have a place to change our cell
Charge.
phone,
Charge.
charge our cell phones? No, you all like I recommend that carry what do you call a charger with you? What do you call external charger?
Uh,
Uh,
backup.
backup charger, whatever, because cell phone tends to die when you really need it.
That's right. And there is only one plug. So, and you have like 40 people. Everybody wants to charge from there. So unless if someone can bring the extension cord, so and a converter, because they have a different shape of plug than we have here in America. So if someone can bring that, that will be a big help for
I would
everybody.
ask anybody to bring that. We can buy locally. It's very cheap. Over here is very expensive. You can buy those converters, adapters. It's $1 cost you $1,
What
$2.
about the extension?
Extension also you can buy it from there. I'm normally on the tents. I usually bring myself extensions, and if it's short, we can always buy from there, and it's very cheap over there.
Can you buy them in Mina? I don't think so.
No, not in a Mina. Before you come to the Mina, you
Yeah.
yes, yes,
So if someone already has, if someone is taking it from here,
yeah.
I don't know if that even work because they have different. Huh?
I take my. It works.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, power bank. Okay, so any more question? Otherwise, I can tell you very important stuff. And also, Brother Ghaffar, can you introduce yourself? Brother Ghaffar is been going with me Hajj for the last 7, 8 years. MashaAllah, we call him Ibn Batuta. He's a walker. He's a walking Hajj guy. He does all the Hajj. He don't take any transportation, so he's walk all the time everywhere. So if anybody wants to walk, he'll take you. He's a walking man. We call him Ibn Batuta in our group. He's been performing with us, and it's a great help while he's there. He will also, he's a hijama certified expert, so he's offering his service free this year to all the Hajis. So that's what I requested. Anybody is interested in, please sign up. And there's about 10, 11 people already signed up. So if you want, he will do hijama on the 11th day when we are in tents. Brother Ghaffar, can you introduce yourself?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Jazakallah for your kind introduction, Brother Junaid. So if anyone needs any assistance, inshallah, I'll be willing to assist. And if anyone wants to walk, mashallah, it will be I would love to do that.
I'm down.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, I'm gonna send you everybody. This is very important. Soon, I'm gonna send you the names of at the airport staff. So some of the people are not coming as a group. They are individuals, 1 or 2 people or 3 people are taking flights. So these, I'm gonna send you 3 people's name. Those are Medina staff people. They are working 24 hours a day. They are responsible to take all our Hajis from the airport. So that's very important. So to keep that numbers once you arrive at the airport, or once you arrive to Medina airport, and if you see that nobody's there for you, you call there's 2 people. They speak English. One is Arab guy. One is only Arab. So try to call those. The Arab guy is a manager of those. So you call them from the airport. If you cannot find anybody who you're looking for, you're confused that nobody's here to pick you up or looking for it. I might be there myself also to receive you guys if I'm arrived early. Some people are arriving even before me. I'm leaving on 10. Some people are arriving before me. So, but those people who are arriving late next day and stuff, inshallah, myself will be there for my own people. So otherwise, first contact is try to call me. If you're looking for me, I can guide you. I can find those people. Where are you? Or plus, otherwise, you'll have these 3 people at the airport. Those will responsible to pick you up, take you to the bus, and bring you to the hotel. So that I'm gonna share in those numbers in the WhatsApp. So you can have those save those numbers in your phone. So when you arrive there, and if you find that nobody's there to pick you up and all that, so you'll have those contact numbers. Right? Second is in Medina Airport. If let's say if nobody's there, it happens. Over there, these people are managing many groups. There, and Medina Airport is kind of big now. It's not used to be. It's very small airport. So there's many terminals, and unfortunately, last year I had a bad experience that the people didn't know which terminals we are coming in, which gate we are coming out, and there is no indication outside at the airline terminals. They don't tell you the which flight is coming where. So the people at the ground don't know where you are arriving. So it's the very confusing part over there. So it took us 1 hour just to find people. I would, if for any reason you are lost and you are not, nobody's there, there is only one McDonald over there. I always suggest people just go to McDonald and we can send some people over there. Hey, look for our people in McDonald. If you spend 30-35 minutes and once you're out and nobody's there, you're looking for it. So I would suggest just go to the McDonald. There's only one McDonald in Medina Airport, and that's easy way to send people that hey, go to the McDonald and look for you guys. So if anybody get lost or something, just go to the McDonald, and inshallah we will send somebody there. That's the easiest spot. Otherwise, you have to explain. You will not know which what to tell the other people where you coming from, which gate you came out, and they are just all confusion comes in. So I suggest that if for any reason, if anybody is not receiving you and you are waited 35, you calling, somehow you're not able to get contact with somebody, whatever. So I would suggest just go to the McDonald and we will look for you. Everybody, all the airport staff people have the list. They will know when you're coming, what's your flight. So they are also looking for you uh, because that's how they arrange the buses. So they need to take everybody in the buses to go to the hotel. So any more question, let me know.
All right, I think we should stop now. It's already 10 minutes past Salatul Maghrib. We have to offer Salatul Maghrib here. I think we have answered almost all the questions. If you have more questions, you can post it on WhatsApp group and we'll try to answer there. Otherwise, inshallah, I'll be there. Brother Junaid will be there throughout the Hajj trip, and inshallah, we will be available. So right now, you just have to be worried about a few logistics from here to Medina Munawwara, and then we can also discuss about making an intention of Hajj, what type of Hajj you'll be doing in Madinatul Munawwara, because you will be in Medina first. And if you want to know more, you can always Google about the 3 types of Hajj. So you get more information. So it's possible that you might not have any specific questions, but when you read more, you will have more questions about it. Specifying one of the 3 types of Hajj is very important before you even begin. So I think that will be all for today, I guess.
Anybody has any more question? If you see that I sent already these contact numbers, Medina Airport, it says, Mr. Osama, Dr. Al Maghalvi, they speak English, these 2 people. And Jamal, he's the boss of these 2 people. But he speaks only Arabic. So let's say you're not able to talk to those people. Then there's a Jamal. You can have some guy, Arab guy, tell him, what's your needs are. If you can get hold of him on his phone number. So these are the local phone numbers for these airport staff.
All right, great. Jazakumullah. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum salam.